Page 18, ready for action. 4/4 time. No sharps or flats in the key signatures, so is it C major or A minor? Look at the end. Last measure. Sounds C major to me. I'm going to guess that's what it is. Let's do this one hand at a time, starting with the right hand. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now they want a thumb on the G. Leave out the little grace note right now. We'll put that in later. Just right now. Again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And the next measure is similar, and the next line, go to the third measure over. You're down here. 1 and 2. That's third finger on the E there. 3. And then you come back up and do that some more. The rest of the page is similar to that. Let's go over to page 19. You up here in this position. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Oh, we got some syncopation going on. That throws some people. Well, take out the little ties and play all the notes and see what it sounds like. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's what it is. Not so bad when you take out the tie, but then put the tie back in because they're important. You just hang on to that note instead of playing it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Second line is similar to that. Third line, you're back down here, or up here. You're somewhere. Like so, we had this. It's like it was at the beginning. Left hand. Down here. Crossover. 2. Just follow their fingering. It's okay. You're going to do that some more. You do that a lot. The left. That's really about it for the left hand. And put them together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right there. This is, well, it's the second measure. The first line, the second line, the third line, whatever. You have a 1 and up, and the right hand is up on 2. 1 and 2 and. The left hand has a half note, so for the second beat of the measure, the left hand is by itself. 1 and 2 and. We need to hear that note by itself for one beat. So let's second line, second measure. You're here. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Make sure you get off of that before you play that. And you do that again, and that's fun. Let's go over to page 19 here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. See, here you're playing on the beat. That helps a little bit because the right hand is tied. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Forth. Well, you could get that with all no hesitations or nothing, and you don't have to go that fast. Take it as slow as you gotta go and use a metronome if you want to keep you steady. Go back and put in the articulations, these slurs and staccatos. Now the left hand, there's a note there, LH legato means left hand is legato, which means for the left hand, connect everything all the way through. Well, that's okay, we can do that. We got plenty going on in the right hand to think about. So, okay, you hear? There's a difference there between the in the right hand at the beginning. You have this and this. There's a staccato on the quarter note. However, again, it gets to where music notation is imperfect, it's imprecise, it's not exact. There's got to be a certain amount of interpretation going on. With the first one, you have a rest. It's an eighth note with a rest. Okay, with the second one, it's a quarter note. You're going to hold, except the staccato, there you're going to lift up. You could get away with playing them both the same. 1 and 2 and 3, just exactly the same. Or you could interpret it by changing the length of the staccato, because not all staccatos are the same length. I can have a long staccato, which it would be anyway because you're lifting up between the slurs. I can have a short staccato, just finger staccato there. I'm just lifting up. This makes it shorter than the 8th note, so it's a difference between them. Kind of depends on how you're interpreting it. I like it with them being different, with them not being the same. If they're the same, it's this way. If you make them different, then it's this way. It's a very slight difference, but it can make all the difference in the world. These little differences mean a lot. When you're performing it to people, they'll catch on. They'll know it's different. They won't know exactly why it's different, or maybe, but they'll know it's different, and it sounds nice. Not to always do it the same way. So I'm suggesting on the staccato quarter note, make that a really short staccato. And this grace note, again, different ways of interpreting it. You can do it before the beat. So play the A and the F. Or you play it on the beat, play it with it, or you play it at the same time and just release it. Experiment with it. Maybe one time you play it one way and another time you play it another way, and see what you like. I'm going to play it on the beat because that's what I tend to do all the time. So, like that, very quickly. You'll have to decide how you're going to do it, or if you have a teacher, they'll tell you how they want to do it. And then go on. That's a staccato there. That's a staccato. That's one time in the left hand you're not legato, you're right there. Page 19, again, follow the slurs. And again, you get that staccato in the left hand. Back to what you were doing originally. Now add the dynamics. All the dynamics here apply to the right hand. Keep the left hand back out of the way. It's just supporting. Moderately loud is for the right. You'll have to decide how loud that is. It's not loud, it's just sort of loud. Keep the left hand soft. Up a little bit, come up to moderately soft, because now the right hand's going to be loud. You stay loud till the end of the page, come back down. Now you're moderately soft. That's the right hand. The left hand has to be very soft. Now, toward the end of the line, you got to swell. You're going to come up. That's the note. Go back down. And now all of a sudden you're loud. So forth. And you work it up where no hesitations, everything is there and it's feeling good, you're getting into the music. Then you think about the tempo and swinging the 8th notes. This is more of a jazz style. So the counting is instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and, it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's how you count it. It's how you feel it. There's no notation for this. You have to feel it. And it's only the eighth notes, nothing else. So it would be 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you feel it all the way through that way. Page 19, 1 and 2. Then you can take it up to speed eventually. You got to play it accurately first, and that's quarter note 152 is pretty fast. So I'm not sure. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. I mean, with swinging eighth notes, you don't want to go too fast because that makes the short note too short. But otherwise, it's fairly quickly. 1. I get to going and I don't want to quit. I keep thinking, I gotta quit. I don't want to perform it for you. I want you to do it yourself. And I just keep going because it's really a fun piece to play. Now at the end, last couple of measures, there's no retard or nothing. You go all the way to the end. And there's an accent on the last note. Give it a little extra oomph, but there's still staccatos. I like to play it with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do the dynamics. So I'll give us 4 counts. Let's try it. 1 and 2 and ready and go, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3